anyways, shoutouts for this week. I'm gonna start with an anti-shoutout. My call out. Yeah,
we're going to the deep end. We're going on the dark side this week.
Yes, we are going to the dark side this week after a fairly wholesome shout out week last week.
That's true.
We're going to. Yeah. I say anti shoutouts. It's a call out now. Shoutouts and call outs. So
that's true. And you know what's funny? I'm happy that it's called that because mine absolutely is a call out.
Yeah, no, this is call out week this week. We're getting all the call outs out. But we've got my call out for this week is none other than Aubrey Drake Graham, better known as Drake. Drake has not had a very good 2024. Obviously, starting off with the whole Kendrick Lamar feud and just getting completely obliterated and humiliated on the world's biggest stage and having millions upon millions of people shouting that you're a pedophile to the #1 song of the summer. So obviously not a great year for Drake, and the kind of embarrassing streak continued. I don't know if you saw this, Simon, but Drake was recently at the Toronto Raptors game in which they retired Vince Carter's number. And kind of unprompted, Drake goes off on DeMar DeRozan, obviously former Raptor legend, some would say, who is playing against the Raptors as a member of the Kings. And Drake's quote was, if you ever put up a DeRozan banner, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. And then there's other clips of him basically calling DeRozan not nice words that I won't say on the podcast, and just basically kind of being a loser in general.
And you know it's a bad word when it's one we won't say on the podcast. We say a lot of bad words on this podcast.
We do say a lot of bad words on the podcast. I won't. That's one we don't typically say on the podcast, so I won't say that one. But
I don't know the word, behavior. But that's scaring me. I don't know if you're saying shit.
It's not anything too bad. It's not like a slur or anything.
Okay.
It's just not generally part of the fuck shit vocabulary.
I see.
You know. You can look up the clip if you want to. But anyway, all because DeMar DeRozan appeared in the video for the diss track against Drake, Not Like Us, because DeMar DeRozan is from Compton, where Kendrick is from. Long-winded way to say, this is just so lame of Drake. Like, I don't know if he's thinking he's trying... Like, I don't know if he's trying to look tough by saying this, by trying to come after DeRozan. I don't know if he's trying to... project some sort of manliness that he lacks. But it really just makes you look like a crybaby. If you're, I'm going to go pull down his banner if they hang it up in Toronto. You don't, as much as you think you do, buddy, you don't own the Raptors. DeMar DeRozan has meant more to that franchise than you ever will.
I have seen people say that specifically, as that's been a very big point.
It's just complete, and the other big point I saw is, like, for Drake, the point of him specifically going after DeRozan, the only reason he's going after him is because he knows that in this specific setting of being in an NBA game, DeRozan can't, like, fight back or do anything back without getting fined or suspended. So he knows he's safe. It's just the ultimate coward behavior.
Except for dropping
and
30 points in like 42 minutes, which I did hear.
Yeah,
like he had a really crazy game, apparently.
Exactly. So, I mean, at least he's got that. And he also had, I mean, if we want to turn this, because I know you've got a call-out coming up in a second here. If we want to turn this into a little bit more of a positive, DeRozan's response was fantastic. Yeah. His response was, he's going to have a long way to climb to take it down, so tell him good luck. I'll leave it at that. Again, Drake continues to be a loser and a coward, and good job to DeRozan for deflecting it in the way that he did.
Yes. I can't say I've ever been to Scotiabank Arena, so I'm not entirely sure how tall of a climb it is. But, I'll take his word on it. I'm assuming that there's not a stairs straight up there. My call out for this week is more related to something I do very often. Usually, I have a habit of shouting out, because I'm the type of guy who likes to mix it up with the type of things that I regularly drink. I like to try new things. I like to switch it up occasionally. And something I've been getting into, and I did shout one out, I believe like a month or two ago now, but I've been getting into non-alcoholic beers because I like the taste of beer. I don't necessarily like drinking alcohol every day. So I'm like, non-alcoholic beer. Lovely. I decided to try one, which is the Compliments blonde alcoholized dealcohol. What the fuck? Why am I struggling with that? Holy shit! You can read it. It's on. I've got my lovely secondary cam back there. I'm not gonna try reading it again. I ain't doing that to myself, big dog. But regardless, the funny thing is, the reason that I am crapping on it isn't necessarily because it's bad. It's not bad. But this, and I need to emphasize as well that I kind of deserve this because I bought it because it was $5. It was like $5 or $6 for the pack, and I was like, that's a great deal. I would be stupid not to try that. I'm going to demonstrate to you in a science experiment what has happened, and I need to emphasize. You're just gonna. I guess I could take a new one out to really prove it, but I'm not going to do that because it's all the way over there. Every single one of these that I have opened has exploded. I have not shaken these. I promise you they were never shaken. This one at this point has been sitting in my fridge for a week. The fridge that you just saw back there. Absolutely, there is nothing. And it's, you know what the funny thing was? This would be really stupid because no beer is better warm. I think you drink Guinness warm, but that's a different conversation. There, and it even says here, best when served cold. I need to emphasize that. I'm not doing anything wrong here. But every single one that I have opened. Hopefully I'm not too quiet back there. Let's see. Cheers.
Oh, that's so funny. I totally thought it was just gonna not explode and that was gonna be, like, really anticlimactic.
Compliments.
Oh my god.
Compliments. Non-alcoholic beer. It really, its taste is explosive in nature. Good shout. I've got non-alcoholic beer all over my jeans, and that's great. I'm really happy about that. Thanks, compliments. Please don't sue me. I don't think they could sue me for this. This is something they did.
No.
This is on them. So you can't sue me. This is not me taking I do not plan on buying more of your beer, is what I'm kind of saying. And I need to emphasize, YouTube, non-alcoholic. I did not drink alcohol on this podcast. I don't know if that's... Can you drink...
I don't think you can get in trouble for that.
I'd be surprised, but like I'm going to emphasize it
get
anyway.
in trouble for swearing as much as we did.
That's true too. But I've now got a tub in here filled with half of a beer can. You know what? Actually, let's see. How much came out for that?
Well, it looked like not all of it got in the tub. It looked like there was a certain
no. The tub
everywhere.
The tub. No, it absolutely did go everywhere. I thankfully, you know what's funny? I'm gonna say thankfully because I wouldn't want to clean up if it went on the walls. I think it just went on me and the tub. So I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're chilling. But yeah. It's not that good either. Like it's fine. It's fine. But it's like it's mid. It's not worth taking a bath for. I will say. But that's my call out this week. I don't know if Compliments is everywhere. I bought it at Compliments is a Safeway brand.
I think it's a uniquely Canadian thing.
Yeah, it's a Safeway brand. So, I mean, if you don't have Safeway wherever you live, you probably don't know what Compliments is. It is a grocery store brand, like the name brand. It's a name brand thing. I got it for $6. Again, I'm not really allowed to complain. I can still drink it, and I don't die. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. But every time I've had to open one because I actually wanted to drink one, I've had to do it in the shower, and I haven't liked that. That is not something that I want out of the things that I drink, like, during my downtime. So there you go. There's my call out of the week. I'm happy.
There you go.
I'm happy I got to do a call out that was more of a... I'm happy I got to do a call out and do a drink shout out that wasn't just me going, this is good. Thank you.
There you go.
Actually, thank you.
We got a live science experiment out of it.
Thank you, compliments. Thank you. Truly.
I'm glad we got a live science demonstration out of it too. That was fascinating. I've learned so much. You talked about earlier things that aren't worth taking a bath for, with those speaking of those Compliments beers, you're not wanting to take a bath for them. You know what is worth taking a bath for?
What?
You know, you want to take a bath if you're going up to meet the specific person. You want to look your Sunday
I think
best.
the real question is, do you want to take a bath before or during? Just saying.
Well, that's a great question.
Putting her on the table.
I think we can put out there that there may be multiple baths involved when you're partaking in these activities or meeting this certain person. Because you want to look your Sunday best, you want to dress to impress, you want to make sure you're clean, because this man that you're about to meet is the one, the only Michael Penix, and he has the one and only warmest ass in not only the nation, but the world. So you better take a bath before, during, but not after, because you don't want to wash that greatness off of you. And with that being said, Penix better have a warm ass. See you next week.